Okay, we made it. Hello guys, welcome to my second ever live stream. Thank you to everyone who came to my first live stream yesterday. Today I'm super excited. For those who don't know me, my name is LUZZE of EclipPick. Hi Elle, good to see you again. Hi Caffeine, hi. Thanks so much for joining today. I hope wherever you are, whatever time it is, I hope you guys are having a great day or night. Hi SSS. I loved your stream yesterday. Oh, thank you so much, Elle. Thank you for come seeing me again. I really appreciate that. I love getting to talk to you guys. So yeah, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're not really gaming today, but we're going to be playing a Would You Rather game, which I think will be super fun. Same here. I loved all the digging. Yes, yesterday while we were playing the game, oh my gosh, I did so much digging the entire game. Well, no digging today, but we're going to be, I guess, digging into our opinions and I guess more about each other. So I guess that type of digging. But yeah, we're going to be playing Would You Rather. I want your guys' opinions on all of these that we're about to answer because it's kind of like a group thing that we're doing. So yeah, I guess like the first question I have before we start this is, have any of you guys had to make like a really tough decision? Or what's the hardest choice you've ever had to make in your life? I guess for me, the hardest decision I've had to make, well, yesterday, deciding between having boba or ice cream. No, but for real, the hardest decision I've had to make. I think maybe when I was living in the Holy Empire of Titans and, I guess when I decided to join the Salvation Knights. You know, it was kind of a really hard time for me because I had just gone through something that was really hard emotionally. Hi B-Boy Scam, hi SSS. And I guess the decision wasn't necessarily hard for me because it was kind of a no-brainer. I wanted to join the Knights, and I wanted to help fight. But also, it was kind of hard parting with my old life and kind of realizing that things would never be the way that they were. And then, you know, in battle, it like really reminded me of everything that happened in my hometown. So yeah, that was probably the hardest decision I made. But I think, honestly, it's one of the best decisions I've made. You are a knight. Yes, I was a knight right now. You look like a rock star. I guess, yeah, right now I'm a rock star. But I guess you could say in my past life, maybe I don't know what to call it, but I was a knight. What's the concept of your room? Oh, well, this is my room. It's actually in a garage. And I guess the concept is just kind of like rock and punk. Like, I don't know, I just really love that style. And it's perfect for when I practice because the echo and everything is really nice. Your room is so nice. Thank you so much. What's another question? Ooh, what is the decision you most regret in your life? Oh my gosh. What about you guys? This is kind of... Oh, we're gonna get deep again, but... There was a time when I was younger when I went to go out and play in the mountains like I always did. But this time, when I was out playing, something really bad happened in my hometown. And when I came back, there was nothing I could do. Everything had happened already. And, I just really wish that I wouldn't have gone out that day. And maybe if I stayed, then maybe nobody would get hurt. Why are there two guitars in the background? Oh, that's a secret. You will have to keep watching when I do my official debut on April 13th. But that's a secret for now. What happened to your hometown? It's kind of complicated, but basically, I don't want to spoil too much, but basically some bad people came to my hometown and ended up doing a lot of bad things. And that's my biggest regret because I wish I was there to maybe try to change what happened or save my loved ones. So yeah, on a more happy topic. Oh, like an espresso. Hi, Luce. Say hello. Hello. Sorry to hear that, SSS. Oh, it's okay. You know, it was a long time ago, so I've dealt with it over the years. But on a lighter topic, are you guys good at making decisions? Because for me, I feel like it really depends what the decision is. Like, I think I'm really good at making big decisions, but like everyday minor little decisions, I'm so indecisive about. L, I'm good at making decisions. Oh, that's good. Okay, ask you anything. Okay, so what if, let's say we're having dinner, or no, dessert, okay? And I'm asking you, would you rather have cookies with milk, or would you rather have an ice cream sundae? What should I eat for lunch, L? SSS. L, what should SSS eat for lunch? An ice cream sundae. I think I would choose that too. I'm like an addict for ice cream. But like, with my friends, when we go out to lunch or when we're trying to decide what to do when we hang out, I am so indecisive. And I basically just ask them what they want to do. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. That's an interesting choice, L. I wouldn't have thought of chicken noodle soup. Elle, since you're so good at making decisions, what do you consider before you make your decisions? Like, are you more logical or more emotional? Because at least for me, I feel like in the past, I had to be logical. So I couldn't really let my emotions play into the decisions I made. But now, since my life is a lot different, I get to really follow my heart and what I want to do. So I think now I probably lean towards making decisions based off of my emotions. I think I am just spontaneous. I don't think much. Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. Sometimes I overthink, and, you know, that's a good thing, to just go with the flow and just make decisions that are simple. Well, I think that's all the questions I have before we start. So, I mean, let's get started. Let's roll! Okay, guys. Okay, so we already have 2 questions up. Have the love of your life, but be broke. Be forever alone, but rich. Well, actually, this is kind of like a pretty easy question for me. At least for me. I feel like money doesn't really equal happiness. Yes, of course it helps because it makes life easier, but what really makes someone happy is the people that they surround themselves with and the relationships that they build. So I feel like to have the love of your life but be broke. But then again, like, money does help with a lot of things, and but being alone forever, I mean, forever, what does that mean? Like, could you still have dogs and cats? Because maybe if I still had dogs and cats, I would be fine. I wouldn't be lonely. And I'd have a lot of money. What would you guys want to do? I feel like still love is really important. And not having anyone that you love in your life is really sad. Dogs and cats are tempting, I know, but that could be good too. I think I've made up my mind. I think to have the love of your life but be broke. 50-50! Oh, that's really interesting. Whoa. I didn't expect that. I thought that the love side would be way more of a percent. The love of my life will be rich. Wait, that's a good point. That's a good point. You could just marry someone who's already rich. Good thinking. Okay. Have to scream as loud as you can before starting every conversation. I'm a leprechaun! Or have to smack every person you have a conversation with and call them an idiot. Oh my gosh. What kind of question is this? Well, I mean, it would be quite embarrassing before every conversation to yell, I'm a leprechaun! But then again, like, having to smack every person you have a conversation with is even worse. Like, no one would want to talk to you. No one would want to be your friend. I definitely think yelling, I'm a leprechaun, is better than hitting someone every time you have a conversation. Because, like, at least they're just going to think, oh, this person's weird, instead of getting, like, punched by them. So yeah, let's go with screaming, I'm a leprechaun before every conversation. Okay, whoa, I'm kind of surprised. I thought way more people wouldn't have chose this one. Cheat on someone, be cheated on? Guys, I don't even know. That's horrible both ways. I don't even know about that. I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick an answer. I don't mean any of these, okay? Don't even look. Okay. Don't do either, okay? I mean, I guess you can't really control the second part, but you are leprechauns. Now I have to say leprechaun before each question. I'm a leprechaun! Okay. You live in a fantasy world as an average person. You get to choose the world. You live in the real world, but you are an above average person, comfortably wealthy and smart. You live in a fantasy world as an average person. You get to choose the world. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Getting to choose your world and just living a normal life. But live in the real world and you're above average person, comfortably wealthy and smart. Well, this is kind of a hard one, actually. What would you guys do? Me personally, I think it'd be really fun to live in a fantasy world. Something so different. And just be an average person, like just live everyday life. Because, I mean, if you think about it, you're pretty much an average person when you're living in the real world. Even if you're wealthy or smart, like you still go through everyday motions and you still do everything the same. What kind of fantasy world is it? My fantasy world? I really love waterfalls. So somewhere with a lot of waterfalls and a lot of nature and a lot of cats everywhere. In my fantasy world, everything, like you could eat ice cream without it being unhealthy for you. Like you can eat ice cream every single day. And there'd be a lot of flowers and leaves and everything. And different types that don't look like the flowers and leaves that we have in our regular world. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to choose you live in a fantasy world as an average person. Because, I don't know, I feel like the second choice is just kind of average too. If it is Harry Potter world, I would live as an average. That is so true. That would be so cool to live in Harry Potter. Boom. 30. What? That, guys, my guesses are not even close. I never thought anyone would put the second choice. Have a bad body odor or have bad breath. Oh my gosh. These are both really bad. I mean, I guess you have bad breath even if you brush your teeth and use mouthwash. Because that's pretty annoying. Maybe have bad body odor. That's hard though because I dance a lot and I sweat a lot. And if I stink, then no one's going to want to practice with me. I guess if you could have bad breath, could you chew gum? And would that cover it? Because having bad body odor, like, I guess you could put perfume on or you could wear deodorant, but that still doesn't, like, mask the scent. I feel like having bad breath is easier to hide. I'm definitely going to choose have bad breath, but both of these are kind of gross. Yep. Makes sense. I agree with the 73% that chose that. Okay. Have super sensitive taste. Have super sensitive hearing. Ooh, this is interesting. I wonder if having super sensitive taste would like change the way that you taste your favorite foods. Maybe things wouldn't taste as good because you taste like the ingredients of them. Like maybe eating cake, you'll actually taste the egg inside and the flour inside separately. Like it won't just taste how it is normally, like all mixed together. Yeah, this is tough. Hear sounds good. Have super sensitive hearing. That could be cool. Because imagine, like, if someone's whispering to another person, you could hear what they're saying. And also, you wouldn't have to blast music to hear it well. What would you choose? You would choose have super sensitive hearing? If you taste bad food, then the bad taste is 100 times worse. That is true. That is super true. Having super sensitive hearing though, like imagine you're like taking the subway or you're out in public transportation. That's already loud as it is. Could you imagine how annoying that would be? Taste. Hard to eat spicy food. Oh, that's a good point too. I love spicy food and that would make it way harder to eat. I guess if you're like out in a busy area that's loud, you could always put headphones in or something. Yeah, exactly. Just use earplug. Okay, I think we've come to a decision. Have super sensitive hearing. Oh, interesting. I thought people would choose hearing. Super sensitive hearing, you can hear other people talk badly about you. That's true. There won't be any secrets because you'll be able to hear everything. Have strong legs, have strong arms. Oh, this is interesting. Well, I'm trying to think, like, different dance styles, you need, like, stronger legs. Like ballet, you need really strong legs. But with breakdancing, you need to have strong arms. Because you're, like, holding yourself up in a handstand and you're flipping yourself in the air, so you need to have strong arms. Right now, I'm trying to, like, work out a lot and get stronger to be better at breaking. And I really focus on my arm strength. So I think that arm strength would be better. But also, I also like running. And if you have super strong legs, then you could run really fast. Leg is like 3 times stronger than arm at default. That is true. Your legs are already stronger. So if you have really... And imagine, like, the arm wrestles. You could do so many arm wrestles and beat everybody. What would you guys choose? I definitely think have strong arms would be my answer. My handstands would be insane. I think I'm gonna go with strong arms. Let's see. Yep, I agree with that. 57%. Ooh, only eat fruits, only eat vegetables. This is easy question. Who likes vegetables? Do you guys like vegetables? Ugh. I only like some vegetables, but the vegetables that don't really have any nutritional value, like potatoes and corn. I think carrots have nutritional value, but broccoli, like things like that. Fruit is the only choice. I agree. No brainer. Definitely only eat fruits. Do you guys have a favorite fruit? I think my favorite fruit is peaches. Peaches are super good. Mango! Oh, mangoes are so good. I actually didn't like mangoes when I first tried them, but the more I started eating them, the more that they grew on me. Bananas are good too. Okay, next question. Be the opposite sex for a day or be an animal of your choosing for a day? I definitely would want to be an animal for a day. You just had grapes for lunch? Be an animal if you're choosing for the day. I would definitely want to be a cat. Or wait, no. Maybe I'd want to be like some sort of bird so I could fly. That would be really cool. Like a hawk or an eagle. Or a hummingbird. Because hummingbirds are so pretty. What about the chicken noodle soup I chose for you? I think I would want to be a cat. Because then I could be friends with the cat I take care of, Gummy. And I could talk to her. Based on the country, to be honest, if you become a cow, I'd call you a god. That is true. But, I mean, if we go back in times, a cat was also considered a god. I think I would way rather be an animal if you're choosing for a day. If you guys could be any animal, what animal would you want to be? I would definitely want to be a cat. A dinosaur? Ooh, that would be cool. I would deny the offer. Thank you. You want to stay a human? Yes, a dinosaur does count. Okay, next question. Have a painless death right now. Stay alive, but have a very painful death when the unknown time comes. Well, I mean, I definitely do not want to die right now. But, I mean, I guess nobody really knows how they're gonna die, so no matter what, it could be pain. I mean, This is really depressing. I would rather stay alive. I don't want to die right now. Even if it's painful, I mean, it only lasts how long until you're gone, so this 50-50, huh. Always have to travel by train, always have to travel by bus. That's a good question. I really like trains. Trains are really pretty, and usually like the tracks, you can see a lot of nature and everything. While traveling by bus, you get stuck in traffic. Oh, a bullet train. That would be super cool. I've never been on a bullet train before. And traveling by bus, it's smaller and it's more packed because there's more people. But trains, usually you have a little bit more space. Train to Hogwarts, yes. And they have the little cart that carries all the candy. Imagine, that would be so cool. Just got back, what did I miss? Okay, this is the question. Always have to travel by train or always have to travel by bus? And so far, I'm leaning towards train. Every train that I've been on has been really cool, so I definitely think train. Hee. Let's see. Yep. Stay outside all your life, stay inside all your life. Ooh. Well, I guess you can basically do everything you do inside outside. But you can't do everything that you do outside inside. What would you guys want to do? Stay outside all your life or stay inside all your life? I feel like when I was younger, I was outside all the time. But now, I'm inside a lot. As an introvert, I only see the right side. Stay inside all your life. That's me right now. Outside, but yeah, well, I mean, if I'm inside too long, then I feel really cooped up and I have to go outside. But when I'm outside, I don't really necessarily feel like, oh, I want to go inside so bad. And outside, you have a bunch of fresh air that's nice. Inside, like, you know, can get kind of... Oh, is there internet inside? Yes, there is internet inside. But there could be internet outside, too. Yeah, all your life. Would that mean you sleep outside, too? Would that be peaceful or would that be really scary, like having bugs all around you? What about Netflix? I mean, you could always bring what's inside outside, like your laptop. Bring it outside. I guess, how could you charge it, though? A portable charger. Yeah, you could do everything that you do inside outside. I guess, though, when it gets dark, it's dark. Like, you can't really have any other lights, so... I'd definitely say... outside. You're gonna stay online? Okay. I mean, I could still do live streams outside. The Wi-Fi just might not be as good. Can you sleep outside? Yeah, I think you can sleep outside. Inside have AC. That's true. Like, when it's super cold out, I guess you could always build a fire. I definitely think stay outside all your life, because you can pretty much do everything that you do inside. 52%. Nice. Travel by yourself, travel with family. Well, let's do a stream outside next time, LUZZE. Oh, that would be so much fun. That would be super fun. Travel with family or travel by yourself? I mean, in my life, like, I usually travel by myself. But I don't really have a family to travel with, so I have to travel by myself. I think that traveling with your family would be a lot of fun, though. I really want to experience that. So let's say in a world when I did have a family, I would want to travel with the family. What about you guys? People that do have a family, do you get annoyed with your brothers and sisters or mom and dad? I know my friends, like, they see how annoying their brothers and sisters are. Yes, they are so annoying. So you guys would rather travel by yourself? Road trips by yourself just don't seem fun. Only child here. Hey, me too. My sister steals my clothes. In a different alternate universe where I did have a family, I would definitely want to travel with them just to see what it's like. Because a road trip, that sounds super fun, like stopping and getting snacks and then going back in the car and talking while you're driving and listening to music. That sounds really nice. by yourself, you can't really do much. I mean, you can still listen to music and eat snacks, but it's just you doing it by yourself. It's more fun when you're sharing it with other people. So I'm gonna say travel with family. 58%. Be the smartest, but everyone hates you. Be the stupidest, but everybody loves you. Being alone is the best and the worst. Yeah, that is true. Because when you're alone, at least you don't have anyone to really tell you what to do, but then it also does get really lonely. Be the smartest, but everyone hates you. Be the stupidest, but everyone loves you. I feel like in the world, though, not everyone's gonna love you. Like, one person's not gonna like you, at least. But in this situation, does that mean that doesn't count? Like, everybody loves you, everyone that meets you? How stupid are we talking? I would call that everyone are haters. Yes. Haters. And smart in what sense? Like book smart? Or like street smart? Or both? I mean, I love math. Like, I think math is super cool. And I like envy people who are super good at it. Because I like learning it, but I'm not really that good at doing it. So I think it would be really cool to be smart. But then everyone hates you, so then does that mean you don't have any friends? How stupid? Like chicken's intelligence. Oh, yeah. If it's chicken's intelligence, that would be really hard. Pigeon's intelligence. Or maybe like a fish. Yeah, I mean, then you can't really do anything. I would rather be the smartest, but everybody hates you. You can't even wear clothes by yourself. Yeah, that would be a hard life, so let's be the smartest, but everyone hates you. Fish everyone loves equals Nemo. That's true. Being Nemo doesn't seem too bad. But Nemo was still smart. Everyone loves you, just keep loving. I mean, even if other people hate you, that doesn't mean that you have to hate them back. Have to sell your pets, but collect the revenue? Have to give your car away for free. Well, this is such an easy question. Have to give your car away for free. Like, duh. I would never get rid of my pets, even if I got the money back. Like, they're like my babies. If I had a pet, but I could imagine. I would never. If someone, like, I really want a cat or a dog or something, and if I had one, and someone was like, here, I'll just give it to me and I'll give you the money, I still wouldn't do it. Smartest people can make a machine to talk with. That's true, you could make your own friend. This is a 90-10 question. To be honest, my pet would just come back after sell them. That is true. After you sell them, a lot of dogs and cats know how to get back home, so maybe they would just run away from the person you sold them to and find you again. But what if that person comes to take them back? Like, they'll probably come back. Can't imagine people going with the left. Oh, really? I love cats. I desperately want a pet cat. That's actually a good view. But I can't drive anyway, so I'll just walk everywhere. And maybe you're giving your car away to someone that really, really needs it. But what if you work at pet store? Aren't you supposed to sell them? But it's your pets. It's not just some random pets. Like, if you work at a pet store, they're not really your cats or dogs. They're just things that you're selling, I guess. But when you have an emotional connection with your pet and you've raised it and taken care of it, then imagine parting with that. Like, that would be super hard. I guess if it's your job and you work at a pet store, then it's just your job. I definitely think I would give away my car for free. Because there's other ways of transportation, like train, bus, subway, walking, bike. Okay, next question. Have to go to school in a shopping cart pushed by your mom. Have to go to school in a wagon pulled by your dad. That's a really good question. It's kind of weird. What kind of car though? In the previous question, what if it's super expensive car? I don't know. I still feel like pets are more valuable than cars. Because you love the pet. I mean, I guess you could really love your car. But I still stick with my answer before. Classic mom or dad question. Like, is this choosing between your parents? Is this saying I like my mom better than my dad? Wagon, like using horse? Oh, that would be really cool. Or are they talking about a wagon like, I think your dad is pulling the wagon, so there's no horse pulling the wagon. A wagon would be cool. And a shopping cart? That seems really uncomfortable. Like sitting inside of a shopping cart? Where would you sit? On the top part? Or in the middle? Yeah, dad equals horse in this case. Yeah, a cart is kind of embarrassing. I definitely think we have to go with a wagon pulled by your dad. A wagon is kind of badass, I agree. What is in the cart? I don't know. Like a shopping cart, groceries? Listen to music from the 80s and 90s. Listen to music from 2010s to 2020s. This is hard for me because I really love all eras of music. But I think recently, like, I'm super into 80s and 90s. Let me try to think of my favorite songs from the 80s and 90s. I really like Queen. Queen is one of my favorite bands. But also 2010, 2020s. Let me think of my recent most favorite song. I love, like, Justin Bieber when he was just like a baby, like young Justin Bieber songs. So, okay. Whatever song you guys like more, then I'll choose that answer, okay? So we'll sing a Queen song first. What's a Queen song? Let me think. There's Bohemian Rhapsody. Ooh, okay, that's a really good song. Okay. Mama just killed a man. Put a gun up to his head. Pulled the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now he's gotta throw it all away. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die, but I sometimes wish I've never been born at all. Or what's another Queen song? This thing called love. I can't handle it. This thing called love. Da da da. Get around to it. I'm not ready. Crazy little thing called love. Da 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 da. Queen is my favorite. Now, what about Justin Bieber's song? Maybe. What is that song? I'll wait on you forever. Anything, hand and foot. Your world is my world. Yeah. Da 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 da. Baby, you smile, I smile. Oh, 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 oh. You smile, I smile. I love that song too, but Peach. I think I've definitely listened to 80s and 90s music more than 2010 and 2020. And I mean, like, in the 90s, I mean, I guess like the 90s to early 2000s, that's when like alternative rock and like punk were really popular, like Nirvana. Like, let me think of a Nirvana song I like. Oh, do you guys know Lithium? Have you guys ever heard the song Lithium? Yeah, 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 yeah. I like it. I'm not gonna crack. I miss you. That's a good one. Okay, overall, after our little karaoke, I think 80s and 90s. Do you guys agree? 80s and 90s? Your favorite one? Ooh. Okay. I think 80s and 90s, definitely. 30. Oh, really? Most people chose 2010s, 2020s. I guess the people taking this test are probably like my age or a little bit older or a little bit younger. So that makes sense. Because a lot of my friends don't know 80s and 90s music. Like, they're really just on the what's popular on the charts recently. I know, 38%, that was really shocking. I always thought that question would be 50-50. Interesting. Okay, let's move on. Have everyone in the world be slightly smarter in terms of IQ, or have everyone in the world be moderately stronger in terms of muscle mass? That's a good question. Well, Oh, ClaireDeLune.s says, I really love your outfit, by the way. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I guess that you use your brain more than you use your muscles, right? If we're smart enough, we can make potion that can make us stronger. See, that's so true. Like, if you're smart, you can make your own friend. You can make your own potion to make you stronger. And so what if they're a little bit stronger than you in terms of muscle mass? Like, okay, you could still work out. Like, maybe they're naturally stronger than you, but you could probably get there. But you can't really change IQ. Like, I'm pretty sure you're born with the IQ that you have. Or there's definitely a limit to an IQ someone can have. But if you're born with just an abnormally high IQ, then you can't really, like, become smarter in that way. If they're stronger, they will fight more, maybe. That is true. But I mean, fighting isn't always about just strength. Like, there's a lot of strategizing behind it. So if you're smarter than them, you could figure out a way to beat them without using, I guess, your strength. But having a lot of strength could, like, help you a lot in dance. You could do a lot of cool moves that maybe not everybody else could do. So I definitely would say have everyone in the world be moderately stronger. I definitely think that. Let's see what everyone else thought. Oh, everyone, really? 60. Wow, I did not expect that. Do you dance? Yes, I love dancing. I've been dancing, I guess, like, really consistently for about a year now. I'm on a dance team at my school. I break dance, and I also do a little bit of contemporary, and I'm learning some ballet, but I'm definitely better at hip-hop and break dancing. But yeah, I love dancing so much. Okay, next question. Have the most epic entrance wherever you arrive. Have the most epic goodbye whenever you leave. Is it better to, like, give a really strong first impression, or is it better to leave with a good impression? Like, to end it special instead of starting it special? First impression, I think. Yeah, because that's the first thing that people see of you. But what if it's, like, really embarrassing? What if, like, the entrance is... I guess I said it's epic, so maybe it's not embarrassing. If you make, like, a really big entrance and maybe it doesn't go right, like, even if it's really epic, maybe it's, like, a little cringy, then you have to spend the whole time with those people, with them seeing that entrance and, like, knowing that happened. When if you do it before the end, then you do it, and then you leave, and you don't have to deal with what they thought of that entrance. I want to have an explosion behind me every time I leave. See, that would be really epic. Also, what's the point of epic goodbye if you don't ever see that person again? That's true. And then I guess you could leave like a really long-lasting memory of when you left them, but still, I think having an entrance and making that really good first impression is better than leaving with a big epic goodbye. Let's see what everyone else thought. Yep, everyone else thought first impression is better. Okay, you can fly, but only in the cardinal directions. Cannot go up or down 15 feet or above. You can teleport, but only within 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile radius. Okay, so you can only go forward or backwards. Like you cannot go up or down 15 feet above ground. Being able to fly would be really cool. But also being able to teleport would also be cool. And, I mean, within 1.6 kilometers of 1 mile, you just teleport 1 mile, teleport another mile, then teleport another mile. Like, it doesn't have to be in one go. It could be separate. Do you get wings? That would be extra cool, too. I mean, 15 feet is still really high. That's still above everyone's heads. I mean, Everest ground is like 1,000 feet plus. That is true. You could probably teleport to Everest faster than you could fly there. I mean, I don't think you could even fly there because you can't go above 15 feet. I think teleporting would be easier because still with flying, you have to use your energy and use your strength. And you still have to see people. Like teleporting, you could be somewhere, snap, you're gone, somewhere else. And people don't know where you've gone. So that's pretty cool. What if you have to cross the ocean? You teleport a mile and you're in the water. And you have to teleport again and you're in the water. In that case, like teleportation wouldn't be the best, but it would still work, I guess. Okay, but if you're flying, but you can only go 15 feet above ground, there's waves that are taller than that. So you're going to be flying, and you're going to get knocked over by these waves. And that's way worse than teleporting 1 mile for a quick second and then teleporting again. What if you have to cross the ocean? I know, right? You're basically a mermaid, teleport with a ship. True. Oh, that is really true. But could you hold objects while you're teleporting? Because a ship is really big, and I don't think you could teleport with it. If it's just your body that you can teleport with, that would be harder. Flying 15 feet ground plus ocean ground is like 100 feet. That is true. I guess, yeah, what's considered the ground? Is it like the ocean floor? Because in that case, that's not possible. You can't fly. But if it's considering like the top of the water, that's a little bit different. I think teleporting would be really cool. Like, let's say you're at dance practice and then you want to go get a quick drink at like the convenience store next door. That's probably less than a mile away anyways, so you could just teleport there quick and then go back. Okay, I've come to my decision. Teleportation. Oh wow, that was a big... Yeah, a lot of people agreed with that. Oh, this one's hard. Cure cancer or cure world hunger? I mean... Cure both? Cure cancer. The only reason why I would say maybe cure world hunger is because I feel like there's more people in the world that are battling world hunger. Like, there's a lot more people in the world that are hungry than there is people that have cancer. But then again, cancer is so... I don't know, this is hard. Cure cancer and then get rich? No, that's what we're doing, okay? This isn't for self-profit. This is for the world. Earn rich people's money? No, guys, what are you talking about? No. And use that money to provide food for people in hunger. And help them. Oh, so we do both. Cure cancer, make a lot of money, use that money to cure world hunger. That's perfect. You guys are smart. Yep, I like that. Cure cancer. But then, okay, wait. But if you're curing people with cancer, are you charging them an absurd amount of money to cure that cancer? Because a lot of people don't have that money, and then some people won't be able to get the treatment. Cancer has no cure for now, as logic, but world hunger can be cured if we're rich enough. I feel like if there was some way to cure every person with cancer and still get the money, maybe we outsource the money for them so they could afford it, and then we take that money and try to use it to solve world hunger. But at least those who can afford it don't have to die, and you can use that money for a good cause. But what about the costs of making the cure? Like, how are we going to afford that? I guess maybe we could have different companies that, I guess, sponsor us in some ways? Okay, I'm probably overthinking this. Okay, for now, cure cancer, and then, with the money from that, cure world hunger. Oh, it's pretty even. $1 million per person. Guys, that is too expensive. There's no way anyone would be able to afford that. Either one is a hard decision, but let's say in a perfect world, the treatment isn't that expensive, so the average person can afford it. And that money, since a lot of people are getting the treatment, that money stacks up quickly, and then we use that money to get food to people who are hungry. I don't know. Let's move on. That was a really complicated question. Okay. Always have a random taste in your mouth. Be unable to have taste in your mouth. Ooh. Well, it's really annoying when you have, like, you just ate and then you have that taste in your mouth all day long. But not being able to taste anything? That's like ruins the joy of life. Eating is like one of my favorite things to do. You could always use mouthwash or chew gum all the time to distract from that taste in your mouth. But you can't really bring your taste back, so I think random taste in your mouth is a good one. Yep. 66%. Okay, never listen to music again. Always hear music playing. Oh, this is so easy, guys. Always hear music playing. As long as it's music I like, then I don't really care. I mean, if it's like, I don't really know any type of music that I hate. But to never listen to music again? No way, no way. Always hear music playing. Yep. 74%. Be any bird, be any object. I mean, you can't really do anything as an object. Like, if I were to become my phone or become my keyboard, then what? Like, that's your life? You can't do anything? Definitely be a bird, because if you're a bird, you can fly. You still have other birdie friends. You still have a life. I definitely think be any bird is better than be any object. I mean, what's an object that would be cool to be? I can't really think of one. A guitar? But then again, like, if you're a guitar, you can't make music yourself. You have to have someone else playing you. What would you guys do? Be any bird or be any object? Because I really can't think of any object that would be cool to be. Definitely, being a bird would be cool. Let's go with be any bird. The bird I would be is a hawk. Supercomputer, being the sun. What about a rock? Is the sun considered an object? What about a rock? But if you're a rock, then what do you do all day? You just lay there all day. You probably don't even have any thoughts. A supercomputer. I guess a supercomputer, you can kind of do things, but I don't know. I feel like being a bird would be much funner. Or AI. That is true. Like the game we played yesterday, the AI moved based off of their own emotions. So I guess they were pretty much a person themselves. So if there was an AI like that, then that would also be a good option. Okay, let's move on to the next question. spend 2 years in prison, spend your weekend in prison for the next 5 years. I don't know. I feel like spending your weekends in prison for the next 5 years is better because at least you're not trapped every single day for 2 years. And even if it's longer, then it still doesn't feel as long. Euphoria, hi Euphoria. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Go skydiving or go deep sea diving? Whew, skydiving seems really scary. But so does deep sea diving because you don't really know what's in the sea. Like, we haven't even explored any of the sea, so we don't really know what lives down there. Are you scared of heights? I'm a little bit scared of heights. It's not like a deathly fear, but yeah, I definitely feel a little freaked out when I'm somewhere really high up. Skydiving would be really fun. There's like the tandem skydiving. That seems a little safer than just solo skydiving because I would be scared. What if my parachute doesn't work and I don't know what to do? But if there's someone with you that's a professional, then it becomes safer. But also deep sea diving. I love the water. I love swimming. And I also think that like marine life is really interesting. So being able to see that in person, that would be really cool too. Because I guess we can kind of see what's in the sky, but we can't see what's down in the sea. But what I want to see, Manta, I would want to see a blobfish. I want to see what a blobfish actually looks like in the water. Because when you take them out of the water, that's why they look all blobby and all melted. Because they need the pressure of the water. So maybe they're not as ugly in the water. Is a blobfish poisonous? Wait. Is blobfish poisonous? That's a good question. No, they're not poisonous. Skydiving? You guys think skydiving? Okay, let's go with skydiving. 68%. Yeah. Proficient in a foreign language, proficient in mathematics. Ooh. If you're proficient in a foreign language, then that means you can talk to a whole different type of community. If you're proficient in mathematics, I guess you could do really well in school and maybe continue a career off of it. Math is better for making money. But what if you're proficient in another language and then you could become a translator? And you could translate movies and TV shows. That would be pretty cool too. Do you guys think learning a foreign language is harder than becoming good at math? AI beats it to you, I think. That is true. I think having the skill to be able to communicate is maybe better than being really good at math. Because I kind of feel like you could work really hard to get good at math. Instead of it's not maybe as easy to learn a foreign language. And exactly, foreign language is good for traveling. That is also true. Okay, I've made up my mind. Proficient in a foreign language. 52%. That's pretty close though, 48, 52. What language would I want to learn? Well, I really love anime. So maybe learning Japanese would be cool. You know how to plus and minus is enough in real life. It's true. Everyday life, you don't really need to use like crazy math skills. It's just basic. You don't need calculus. You don't really need algebra. You don't need any of that. This guy... Guys, I'm not gonna answer this question. Ooh, sorry. Wait, let me get some water quick. Ah, okay. That's better. I watched your cover song vid. Is this your room in your cover song video? So cute. Yes, this is my room. This is where I filmed the cover song video. Right in that corner over there. Okay. Let's get back to the game. Oh, hey! Hey there, Amani Blake. Okay. Back to the next question. Be a master of calligraphy. Be a master of origami. Ooh. Let me think. A Discord friend sent me your song, so I checked it out. Oh, thank you to your friend. Thanks for listening. Master of calligraphy, be a master of origami. When I see like on Valentine's Day, when like people give their significant other like origamied roses or something really sweet like that, I always wish that I could be good at it. And also recently, I've had like a really weird obsession with origami on YouTube. Have you guys ever heard of paper chompers? I love making those, but calligraphy would be cool too. Personally, I have horrible handwriting, like so bad. No matter what I do, I cannot fix my handwriting. So it would be really nice to have really pretty handwriting. What would you guys rather do? I guess calligraphy is maybe more useful than origami. Like, you can't really do much with origami. But calligraphy, you can make a job out of it. Like, there's actually people that do, like, wedding invitations or stuff like that. They write it themselves. What would you guys rather do? Put in the chat. If I were to be a master of origami... What is calligraphy? Calligraphy is basically like fancy writing. What song was it? Oh, I sang Roki. Ooh, you could fold an origami crane. That is true. LUZZE, I loved your cover song of Roki. Thank you so much. The details in the background, so cute. Thank you. I spent a lot of time decorating that room. Make origami and sell. Oh, that could also be a job too. Make the origami, sell it. I think it would definitely take more time to make the origami compared to writing an invitation or something that someone wants. I guess probably making origami takes more time compared to calligraphy. And imagine the letters like how pretty letters you could write if you had really good handwriting for calligraphy. Compared to origami, you can't really do much with that. I guess you could give people origami as gifts, but... I don't know. They both seem cool. What would you guys want to do? What do you think I should pick? $22. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick be a master of calligraphy. Okay, let's choose this one. Oh, more people chose origami. I guess that makes sense. Oh, suffer from a disease without any... Suffer from a disease without any cure. Suffer a wound that will never heal. Ooh. I guess it depends what kind of wound. Like, is it just a cut? Like a paper cut that'll never heal? That's annoying, but then again, it doesn't really change your way of life. But if you suffer from a disease that is really severe, that could really affect your life. Like a Harry Potter wound. That's true. You don't die in both cases anyways. Like his forehead. Yeah, it's just like a scar, right? You could have one of those. From a disease, you must have symptoms to know that you have that disease. So then you must feel some sort of sickness all the time. Rather than if you have a wound, if it's like a really bad wound, like maybe like a torn shoulder labrum or something like that, that would be hard. But let's say it was just a small wound. One is you would die, and one is you feel uncomfortable. That can be lifted easily by removing the part of the body. Ooh. Okay, so let's say that your left hand or something was broken or something like that. You would say you would rather remove that body part? I guess you wouldn't have to deal with it. I feel like you would probably get used to the discomfort of the wound compared to a disease. Some days are probably worse than others with the disease. I think suffer from a wound that will never heal. 70% chose that. Yeah, I agree. Okay, live in a very chaotic society. Live in a strictly controlled society. Well, I feel like chaotic would probably be more fun. Living in a really strict society? How strict? Like so far where you can't make your own decisions on everyday life tasks? That would be really hard. Living in a very chaotic society? Sure, it's chaotic, but at least you have free will. I want to make a dark joke. LOL. Uh-oh. I'm scared. I think living in a very chaotic society is better than living in a strictly controlled society, because at least you have free will. Let's go with living in a chaotic society. Double your intelligence, double your attractiveness. Well, if you think about it, you're already attractive. Thank you. If you think about it, looks fade no matter what. Like, everybody gets old and looks fade no matter what. But intelligence always stays. Unless if something tragic happens to you, your intelligence always stays. And how much can you really do with attractiveness? Like, how much does that really benefit you in your life? Like, yeah, it's probably nice, but for things that really matter, intelligence is more important. I only need my avatar to represent my attraction. Famous model. I guess you could. Like, if you were super attractive, you could become a famous model and make a lot of money. But if you're really intelligent... Okay, but double your intelligence. It's not saying, like, super, super intelligent. It's just saying double what you already have. So if you take my intelligence now and double it, how intelligent will that really be? Like, maybe it won't be more intelligent than someone who just was born with a really high IQ. Actor or actress, that would be really fun. So if I'm dumb, I'm slightly less dumb. Exactly. It's just doubling it. Like, you're just doubling it and you're slightly less dumb. Like, you might not be super smart. And double your attractiveness. You could still be attractive as it is, and you're just doubling it. But you could also be not that attractive and double that, and then you're just average. So it's really... it depends on where you're already at. But, I mean, I think intelligence is still more important. Like, attractiveness is just superficial. So definitely double your intelligence. What if I'm stupid and I double it? Well then, if you're stupid and you double it, then you won't be stupid anymore. Such a philosophical question. Okay, let's move on to, oh my gosh, what is this question? Die before your partner? Die after your partner? Wow. If you die before your partner, then your partner has to deal with the grief and the loss. If you die after your partner, then you have to deal with the grief and the loss. So would you rather put your partner through that pain, or would you rather go through that pain? Would you rather live longer and deal with that pain, or would you rather never feel that pain and die before your partner? I feel like in anime, the person who dies first happily dies. That's true. Maybe it's not a tragic death, and maybe that makes the grief a little bit easier for your partner. Personally, for me, like, losing a loved one is really the hardest thing ever. So, if I could go back and change time, at least like with my parents, I would have rather died before my parents died. So you can give your partner a proper funeral. I guess you're sparing your partner from the grief of them losing you, but then again, they're also losing their life. I would rather die first too. How much earlier though? Yeah, that's a good question. Like, let's say you die just a week before your partner dies. If it's less than a week, I will die after. That's a good point. Because then I guess you could have like a proper funeral for your partner, and you could grieve that, and then you'll join them very soon after. I feel like it's selfish to die before your partner, because then they have to go through the grief. But then also maybe it's not selfish because they get to continue life. And the truth is that no matter how hard grief is at first, or even for a long time, like, a lot of people go through it and they keep living and move on. If your partner makes other partner happy. What if, oh my gosh, what if your partner, okay, what if you die first and your partner finds love again? Wow. In some ways, of course, it would be like hurtful. But then again, shouldn't you be happy for your partner that they found someone to love them and kind of got over the grief of you? Like, maybe not got over, like, I'm sure they'll never fully get over that. But a lot of people have done that in their life. Like, a lot of people have lost a spouse and then they meet someone that they end up falling in love with too. I will follow her. You will be a ghost, and you will follow her everywhere you go, everywhere they go. As it says, over my dead body. Okay, let's say there's like a split decision. There's a bus coming, and either you push your partner out of the way and you get hit by the bus, or your partner gets hit by the bus. What's worse? Sacrificing their life or sacrificing your life, and they just have to deal with the grief of losing you. Because I feel like even though it's hard, it is still possible. And they still get to live a life. So I think to die before your partner. The method of dying is too painful. Exactly. Like seeing your partner get hit by a bus would be way worse. The regret and grief, can't see myself living with that. Exactly. So even though this is a hard decision, I think die before your partner is better. Ooh, it's pretty neck and neck, but I think most people wouldn't want to deal with that grief. But what if it's just like euthanasia? That would be easier, because you would get to have your last moments, and then you know when your partner's gonna go, and you can spend the time that you have left with them how you want to spend it, then maybe you would go after. But still, I can't imagine having that choice and choosing myself to live over my partner. I still would go with dying first. Okay, now to a lighter topic. Always be clueless, always be paranoid. What's that phrase? Something is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Maybe being clueless all the time isn't so bad. Maybe if you're aware of everything all the time, then life is harder. And always being paranoid, that's horrible. Imagine that. You can't go to bed because you're paranoid. You're scared to go outside because you're scared of whatever it is. Ignorance is bliss. Always being paranoid sounds horrible. I definitely think being clueless is better than being paranoid. Which one am I closer to? I feel like now I'm probably always closer to being clueless because there's a lot of things that I still don't really know about Synodia. And a lot of my friends have to teach me things or show me things. But I guess in my past life, I guess you can say, I was really paranoid all the time because I never knew when I had to go into battle, that type of thing. And I would have to say that being clueless is way less stressful than being paranoid all the time. So I'm going to go with always being clueless. Yep, 57%, 43%. Okay. Drink hot drinks in the summer, drink cold drinks in the winter. Oh. Well, I feel like I drink cold drinks in the winter no matter what. There's not really much of a winter where I live, but at least back home, in my hometown, it would get really cold, and I would still drink cold drinks, and it didn't affect me that much. But drinking hot drinks in the summer, when you're already hot and you're putting more heat into your body, that's worse. And hot drinks don't really, quench your thirst very well. I feel like cold drinks are the only things that really make you feel hydrated and refreshed. Do you guys like your coffee hot or cold? Personally, I prefer cold coffee. Even if it's cold outside, I'll still drink cold coffee. Cold times 100%. I know, cold all the way. You too, Elle? Yep. Iced is where it's at. I mean, I guess having hot chocolate or hot coffee on a cold day is nice, but I couldn't imagine drinking a hot coffee on a really hot day. You too? Two. Okay, three. Hot drinks at summer in a room with AC always turned on. Still, hot drinks aren't refreshing. Iced coffee song I really want to hear. Okay, Jason Lee, here's an iced coffee song. No matter if it's hot or cold, what do I always drink? Iced coffee! No matter where I'm at, what do I want to drink? Iced coffee! Okay, I'm gonna go with drink cold drinks in the winter. Oh, wow, that beat it by a lot. 77%, over 23%. Good song. Thank you. Iced coffee song. That was Perfecto Mundo. Perfecto Mundo. Okay, next question. Have no parents at all, assuming you can still exist. Have unsupportive parents. Well, I mean, the first one I've experienced, so I know I can still exist. But it doesn't make existing easier, it definitely makes it harder. Or having unsupportive parents. In some ways, I feel like that's harder to deal with. Having someone that's really important to you in your life not be supportive of your dreams or of you as a person, you have to deal with that every day. And then you're probably always going to want to make that person proud. And that might change the way that you live your life because you want to make your parents proud. Sorry to hear. Thank you, SSS. I mean, having no parents at all is painful. But at least I knew that my parents were proud of me and that they loved me. But having unsupportive parents, they're still there. You can still spend time with them. You could still see them whenever you wanted to if they weren't like, I don't support you at all, like I never want to see you again. In that case, that's more painful in my opinion. But still having unsupportive parents in maybe the work you do, or maybe the way you dress, or that type of thing, they're still your parents, and I'm sure that they still love you. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worse to not be able to see your parents at all, and they're gone, but knowing that they loved you? Or is it worse to have unsupportive parents who you still get to see, but maybe they're really judgmental? I think unsupportive parents are worse. They make you disappointed. That is true. It's really emotionally hard every day living with knowing that your parents aren't happy with you. Exactly, and they let you down. That's true. That's very true, and they break your heart. So, even though having no parents at all is super difficult, maybe having parents but not having a relationship with them and knowing that you don't have a relationship with them, not because, I guess, that they're not here, but because they just don't support you, that's even harder. So definitely go with have no parents at all. %62%, 38%. Ooh. Never be able to have kids, no adoption, have 3 babies delivered to your doorstep right now. Oh my gosh. I'm still in high school. I can't imagine taking care of 3 babies right now. And that's a lot of responsibility. That's a lot of responsibility. I would have to give up everything that I'm doing right now to take care of the 3 babies. 3 babies, what age? Well, they're probably anywhere from a year old to younger. Boy or girl? Boy or girl, I feel like that doesn't take out the responsibility it is to be a parent and to raise 3 babies. Triplets? Oh, maybe triplets. Too much to handle, I agree, that's a lot to handle. Even like parents that are completely set up in their life and are in their 30s, it's still a lot to raise children. You know, I'm only in high school and I can barely take care of myself. I mean, even though I would really love to have kids one day, I feel like I could still survive without having kids. And they never said no to dogs or cats, so those are pretty much like babies. Fight each other every day. Ooh. Yeah, I think I could definitely not handle 3 babies right now. So I would rather not be able to have kids, no adoption, and just buy a bunch of dogs and cats. 58%, 42%. Have 3 dogs delivered to your doorstep right now. Okay, I'll take that. Right now, I'll take that. Be stuck living forever, only live for 10 more years. I don't really see what's the downfall in living forever. That would be pretty cool, actually. Does that mean that you don't age? You stay the same age that you are right now forever? Or you only live 10 more years? I'm 18, so that'll mean I'll die when I'm 28, and that's still really young. Your loved one's dying before you. That is true. You have to go with every person that you ever loved. You have to see them pass away, but you keep on living. And then every new decade, you have to make new friends. Even if your body rots, I feel like, okay, if it's that type of living forever, but you're like really gross and rotting, then yeah, of course, I would only want to live 10 more years. But maybe life doesn't become as special if you get to live forever. Maybe if you only get to live 10 more years, you really will value that time and spend every day how you want to spend. I'm going to live in a mess. If you're stuck living forever, then you get to see how the world turns out. But what if you miss your loved ones too much? If you only live for 10 more years, you could make every day special for those 10 years. Oh, this is like that drama, Korean drama Guardian. Oh, you're right. I feel like I would want to only live 10 more years and just make those 10 years really special. Do you know Guardian? Yes, I love Guardian. I've watched it. Okay, I'm gonna go with only live for 10 more years. %, 45%, pretty much the same. Act on Broadway, act in movies, TV. Ooh, okay. Act in movies and TV. I think that would be super, super cool. Acting on Broadway is cool too, but I feel like my voice isn't loud enough for that. Like my voice is too light for that, but acting in movies and TV is super, super cool. Definitely that. Oh, wow, that's a big, way more than 50%. Wow. Win a trip to the moon, win a trip to every country on Earth. Every country on Earth. That's a lot of countries. There's a lot of traveling. Win a trip to the moon. I guess now I could technically go to every country on Earth if I had a lot of money. But I couldn't go to the moon. But also, how much is there to see on the moon? Like, you get there and what? It's a rock. There's no gravity, okay? But then, that's it. If you go to every country on Earth, you get to experience different cultures, different foods. You float on the moon. That would be really cool. But then also, space travel, a lot of years go by. So by the time I get to the moon and get back, it could be like 20 to 30 years past. Versus win a trip to every country on Earth. I wonder how long that would take. I think that would probably take like 10 years maybe. I feel like it would be a lot cooler to travel to every country on Earth. It's kind of scary. What if aliens are real and you go up in space? Can I bring another person to the moon? Ooh. If I could bring my cat to the moon, that would be pretty fun. Definitely every country on Earth. You have to wear a spacesuit on the moon. Sounds suffocating. That is true. It takes about 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon. I thought time went faster in space though. Or no, does time go slower in space and time go slower on Earth? It takes about 3 days. Oh yeah, definitely. I still feel like winning a trip to the country to every country on Earth might be more enriching than going to the moon. And definitely, wearing a spacesuit does sound suffocating. I heard like it's super, super heavy. It takes about 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon, yeah. I don't know. Personally, I'm more curious about every country on Earth than I am the moon. So, I think I'm going to choose win a trip to every country on Earth. Oh, wow, that's surprising. I actually thought a lot more people would choose a trip to the moon. What would you guys do? Would you guys rather go to the moon? Which one do you want to go to the most? Which country? Let me think. I feel like I would want to go somewhere in Italy. I really love Italian food, and there seems to be a lot of culture in Italy and a lot of art. I think Italy would be really fun. Okay, live in an amusement park or live in a zoo? Ooh, Euphoria says zoo. Ooh, SSS, you want to go to Venice? Ooh, that Venice sounds nice. I would really want to go to... Do you guys know Sardinia? It's like a small island in Italy. Live in an amusement park, live in a zoo. Okay, living in a zoo, that's gotta be stinky, right? And it could be dangerous. Like, you could be living in the lion habitat, and what if the lions try to hunt you every single day? Zoo. Lynn, why do you say zoo? Why? I feel like amusement park would be so much fun. You could go on rides every single day. I mean, maybe it'll get boring. But no way it won't get boring. Like, no matter what, if you go on a roller coaster, your stomach always drops. So it'll never get boring. And they also have like really good food at amusement parks. You love animals? I love animals too. Okay, if you're in the zoo, do you have to live inside of a specific animal habitat, or do you have your own room? Lynn, what's your favorite animal? If I was living in a zoo, do you guys know capybaras? Oh my gosh, I love capybaras. They're so cute, and living with them seems pretty fun. But I would also... Pandas. Oh, pandas are cute. Ooh, and they're really silly. Like, you know those videos of pandas, like... Pandas are cute. Yes, pandas are so cute. Now you guys are convincing me to live in a zoo. Okay, if I lived in a zoo, I would either want to live with the capybaras or the pandas. And I mean, the amusement park is probably boring after a while. And a lot of people come to the amusement park too. So, let's live in a zoo. Yes, they fall over and eat carrots. This is so cute. Oh, most people chose amusement park. Okay. You might have to live on a roller coaster. Yeah, that would be horrible. Sleep there. I wouldn't like that. Okay. Stay in high school your entire life but make $100,000 a year. Be able to work your dream job but make $60,000 a year. Okay. If I could make $60,000 a year live streaming and making music, I would much rather want to do that compared to being in high school. Because, I mean, what else are you going to learn? Once you become a senior, you've pretty much gone through all the curriculum in high school. It's not like you can go to college. Like, if you could go to college and learn more things, then I get that. But just in high school, you're just going to be repeating the same subjects every single day. And then you're also going to be like a 50-year-old in your senior year. You're not going to be able to relate to any of the other students. Yeah, definitely I would rather be able to work my dream job and make $60,000 a year. $60,000 is still a lot of money. Loong, why do you say high school? Why would you want to be in high school your entire life? You could become the teacher there. That's a different point of view. If you become the teacher. I guess that wouldn't be too bad either, and that's a lot of money too. High school is a jungle, that is true. And you have to deal with all of the kids. I don't know if I could be a teacher. Definitely, I can't teach math. I think I would definitely rather be making music and live streaming for $60,000 a year. Yeah, and then all you're going to be doing in high school is studying. Well, I guess if you're there your entire life, at some point you're probably not going to need to study because you've done everything multiple times. Maybe you can be a vocal teacher. Ooh, if it's an art school, then I could teach dance or vocals. That would be really fun too. The only thing I should do is studying. I still think I would rather be the singer than teach the singer. So I think I'm going to change. I'm going to choose be able to work your dream job. Oh, 68%, 32%, yeah. Ability to pause time only once per day. Ability to become invisible, last an entire day, only once a week. Ooh. What are the benefits of pausing time just once per day? Like, what would I do? Like, the only thing I can think of is pausing time is like going into a convenience store and pausing time and then taking the candy out of the convenience store and not getting caught. But I don't want to do that either because that's stealing. And becoming invisible would be really cool. And it lasts an entire day, only once per week. And exactly, how long is the pause? What if the pause is only like 30 minutes or something? That's not much of a change. But if you're invisible for an entire day, you can do whatever you want in that day. And you could also plan it. So once a week, you have an invisible day and you get to do whatever you want. Pausing time once a day seems kind of useless, but being invisible sounds awesome. You could go anywhere. That is totally true. I think we've all decided ability to become invisible. What? Most people chose ability to pause time? That's shocking. What would they do? Like, really, what's the benefits of it? I can't think of any. I wasn't expecting that. Save your dad from falling off a cliff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Save your mom from falling off a cliff. Guys, what is this? I can't choose this. What are these questions? I don't want to answer this. Where's the skip button? Where's the skip button? Guys, there's no skip button. Mom or dad? You can't do that. Guys, L, save mom. Mom or dad? Dad is strong. You think dad could survive? Like, if your dad fell off of a cliff, he's stronger than your mom. So maybe he could take the impact? You would fall off the cliff with them. We're just all jumping together. We can't decide. We're all jumping off together. Yeah, he will survive, I think. He has more body fat. I mean, maybe. It will absorb impact. That could be. Guys. I'm just gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, okay? Because I can't decide. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its tail. If it hollers, let it go. My mom picks the very best one, and you are it. Sorry, Dad. Hopefully, you can take the impact. Oh, wait. No, sorry, Mom. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Sorry, Mom. Okay. Be able to drink anything but have a 50% chance of choking each time. Only be able to drink water but only have a 1% chance of choking. Be able to drink anything but have a 50%. How can you choke on a drink? How can you choke on... Like, that doesn't make sense. You can't choke on coffee. You can't choke drinking orange juice. This doesn't make sense. Only be able to drink water but only have a 1% chance of choking. Oh, like water goes through your breathing way? I mean, if it's a 50% chance of you choking each time, that's pretty uncomfortable. Drink anything and risk it. Life's too short to just have water. I need my morning Americano. Me too. Yeah, I love soda too much and coffee too much to only drink water. Okay, is it choking deathly though? Like 50% chance of choking and dying? Or is it just like you choke and then you get over it? I think... Health-wise, drinking water all the time is better than drinking anything you want. And everyone needs water to survive, so... Part of me thinks, like, it's better for your health to just drink water anyways. And there's only a 1% chance. But I can't live without coffee. Well, you say that now because you have coffee in your life. And, you know, like, when I drink a lot of coffee, I kind of become addicted to it. But recently I've been trying to, like, not drink as much coffee. And yes, it's harder. But, I mean, there was times when I was younger when I didn't need coffee. And you have a 50% chance of choking each time. So imagine you're in a business meeting or something, you're drinking your coffee, but then you start choking. That's way worse than being a little bit tired in the meeting. So I gotta go with only be able to drink water, but only have a 1% chance of choking. Give me coffee. I feel like you'd probably get over coffee if you didn't drink it for a long time. But that could just be me, because I didn't like coffee for a long time, and I just recently started drinking it. Next question. Have your entire photo gallery shared with your family? Never use a smartphone again. I mean, I don't really have anything bad in my photo gallery, so I don't think there would be a problem sharing it with your friends or family. But to never use a smartphone again, if I can't use a smartphone, then I can't stream. So definitely I would just share my whole gallery with my family. I mean, all that's in my photo gallery is cat memes, photos of my friends, videos of me playing guitar. Like, that's really it. So there's nothing harmful in there. Ooh, yep, 76%, 24%. Makes sense. Ooh, use eye drops made of vinegar. Use toilet paper made from sandpaper. Oh my gosh. What's worse in your... What's worse? Your eyes burning? Or the other way around? Ooh, this is nasty. Guys, I feel like using vinegar as eye drops every day could affect your vision. Maybe you could become blind from that. You don't have to use them. I guess that's true. You don't need eye drops, but you need toilet paper. Yes, okay. Eye drops made of vinegar. What? More people would want to use... What? They're crazy. Lose your sense of smell. Lose your sense of taste. I mean, I guess losing your sense of smell isn't that bad. At least you wouldn't have to smell bad things. And, I mean, I think food is more important than smelling things. So, I think to lose your sense of smell is more important. They know the meme. They work together. So pretty. Thank you! Yeah, they do work together. Proved by COVID. That is true. When you lose your sense of smell, you do lose a little bit of your taste. But, I mean, I think it's still better to have some taste, even if it's not as strong, than not having any taste at all. If you lose your sense of smell, you can't taste. It's not as strong, but you can taste a little bit. Smell. I think it's better to lose your sense of smell. 77%. Okay. $200 every time you get hurt. $20 every time you help someone. This is like the mom and dad cliff thing. $200 every time you get hurt. $20 every time you help someone. I think you could make more money faster by helping people rather than $200 every time you get hurt. Unless if it's like, okay, how hurt? Like stubbing your toe? Running into the side of a table or something? Because if I get $200 every time I do that, I think I'd be rich. And also in dance, you did get hurt a lot. Like, especially in breakdancing, like going from like 2000s to windmills. That always hurts your shoulders. By the way, your winking is really cute. Can you wink a few more times? Sure. Oh wait, I can't wink anymore. There. How's that? Get $200 and pay the hospital $300. Exactly. If you get hurt every time, depending on the severity of it, you have to go to the doctor. So then you're just losing that money. $20 every time you help someone. You could help people in very little ways, like opening the door for someone. That's free and you get $20. So I think that's way better. Nicholas Xavier, who are you? Hi, my name's LUZZE. Know everything about outer space, know everything about Earth's oceans. I think, isn't it true that now we know more about outer space than we do know about the Earth's oceans? I mean, I guess if you know everything about outer space, maybe that tells you about different galaxies and if aliens are real and if there's other life forms out there. But if you know everything about Earth's oceans, I mean, who knows? There could be another life form in our oceans that we don't know about. I think knowing everything about outer space would be cool. Because how much could we know about the ocean? I mean, I guess we could know different species of fish that we don't know, but other than that, what is that? I heard scientists found 100 plus new ocean life form. Oh, really? The movement of your eyes is truly, truly beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I think it'd be cooler to know everything about outer space. Ooh, 64% of people agree with me. Control time, control the weather. Oh my gosh, completely control time. Yes, control time 100%. Control the weather, I mean, the weather's not that bad. At least where I live, the weather is really nice all the time. And even if it's snowing or if it's cold or it's raining, it doesn't affect you that much. So definitely control time. You could see the future or you could go back in the past. So I would 100% control time. Like, if I could control time, I would definitely go back to the past. Yep, control time. Guys, that's just gross. No, I don't want to pick either. Guys, I don't fart or burp. What? That's not me. Okay. Be forced to high five everyone you make eye contact with. Salute every vehicle you see. I feel like every person you make eye contact with. Okay, so let's say I make eye contact with a person that's like 50 feet away. Do I have to run to that person and high five them? Then I'm gonna be running everywhere. Salute every vehicle you see. Like, that's no harm. That's just kind of cute. But I mean, there's a lot of cars where I live. In every car, you have to salute them. You'll be waiting forever. Oh, that's a good point, Elle. Eye contact. You can avoid eye contact. When you can't really avoid the vehicles that you see. But you can avoid eye contact. That's a good point. Okay, you help me make my decision. Be forced to high five everyone you make eye contact with. 60% 40. Elle, you're a genius. Okay. Elle, this is a question for you. Be a genius that nobody believes. Be an idiot that everyone believes. I feel like it'd be more frustrating to be a genius and tell people that this is the truth and they don't believe you, rather than being an idiot and just making up stupid little white lies and everyone believes you. BL that nobody believes. I think it's better to have people believe you even if you're not necessarily telling the truth or anything that's valuable, rather than being a genius that nobody believes, because you know these things and you know them, but nobody else understands you and nobody else believes you. So that's super frustrating. 2 is a scammer, basically. I mean, you're an idiot. So maybe the things you're saying aren't really that special anyways. I feel like it's better to be an idiot that everyone believes, rather than being a genius that nobody believes. Because could you imagine how frustrating that is? Let's choose number 2. Oh wow, a lot of people chose be a genius that nobody believes. I guess you could just kind of deal with that. But, I don't know. Be hunted by a cult with modern weapons. Oh my gosh, be hunted by a pack of lions? I think be hunted by a pack of lions. I mean, that's a little less scary in my opinion. Next question. Take care of animals in a shelter. Take care of children in an orphanage. Take care of animals in a shelter. This is hard to decide. I would want to do both, to be honest. Animals? I feel like definitely taking care of animals is easier than taking care of children. But if you think about the impact of it, like children in orphanages, it really defines their life. So if they have someone that can take really good care of them, maybe it could help those kids make a brighter future. When animals, yes, I don't know. I feel like taking care of children in an orphanage helps the world more than taking care of animals in a shelter. I would bring the kids to help with the animals. Everyone wins. See? Let's teach the children to take care of animals. Exactly. It would give them motivation too. If you have pets, they can be helpful in caring for children. Oh my gosh, I read that wrong. Yep, I agree with you, Lynn. Take care of the children. What? More people chose animals in a shelter? Well, those people are cruel. Never be able to feel anything emotionally again. Ooh, never be able to feel anything physically again. Guys, what do you think hurts more? Emotional pain or physical pain? I guess physical pain is somewhat temporary, when emotional pain can kind of last a long time. You think emotionally is worse, or do you think it's not as bad? Emotionally. Emotion is harder to heal. That's really true. But then, you're never able to feel happiness, right? Maybe you don't have to deal with the sadness, but then you can't feel joy. So then what is life? Even though hard emotions is more difficult to deal with, what about the good times? Like, happiness is what everyone strives for, and maybe you can't feel that happiness. I mean, not every day you get physically hurt. But I guess if we're talking about both being hurting, then I guess emotionally is worse. So never be able to feel anything emotionally again. Oh wow, most people said physically. they haven't been through things like we have. They don't get it. Okay. Oh, have your back cracked by a chiropractor? Have your mind explored by a psychic to uncover your deepest thoughts and emotions? I mean, have your back cracked by a chiropractor. What, like cracked, like just adjusted? Then yeah, of course. Please do that. I want someone to adjust my back. But having your mind explored by a psychic to uncover your deepest thoughts and emotions? That's pretty personal. I would rather keep that to myself. Unless if they're saying, like, have your back broken by a chiropractor, that's different. But they said cracked, so that's different. That's just, like, adjusted. That will probably feel good, so have your back cracked by a chiropractor. Ooh, have a pause button for your life? Have a rewind button for your life? I mean, I would say rewind is better. Hi! Welcome to my live. We're playing Would You Rather right now. What would you guys rather do in this situation? Oh, rewind is only for watching. That's a good point. Like, you can't relive it. You can just rewatch it. Rewind, send me back. I mean, if I had a pause button for my life, I mean, that would be pretty boring. What would I do in that time? If I had a rewind button for my life, I would want to rewind to the good times. I wouldn't want to rewind to the bad times. But maybe if you could go back, could you change things? Could you go back to your past and change things? Because in that case, I would definitely want to rewind. I think rewind is better because I don't really know what you would do if you just paused your life. Have a pause button is like time stop power. But if you rewind, you could only do things over. Oh, if you rewind, you can only do things over, so you can't keep it the same. Well, then I would just rewind to the bad times and change it. I think rewind button for your life. Most people agree, 67 versus 33%. Win $50,000, let your best friend win $500,000. What? Easy. Let my best friend win $500,000. If she's my best friend, she would probably split the money with me anyways. But what if she doesn't split it with me? Who are your parents? My mom. My mom is Hen, and my dad is Iron Vertex. Can't trust human. But if they're your best friend, then you can trust them. And even if I don't get the money, then when I hang out with my best friend, I'll just make her pay for everything. Right? Okay, let your best friend win $500,000. Have all knowledge but be unable to explain things. Have very limited knowledge but be good at explaining things. I mean, if you have limited knowledge, then what are you explaining? If you have all knowledge but unable to explain things, well, you know it, so you don't necessarily have to explain it to other people, you could just do it yourself. I think have knowledge but unable to explain things. 63 to 37%. Tarim Kim, hi, I'm a big fan of yours. Hi, thank you so much. Okay. Be forced to dance every time you hear music. Be forced to sing along to any song you hear. Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, both don't sound bad to me. Be forced to dance every time you hear music. Be forced to sing along to any song you hear. Sing, like, fully sing, or could you just hum along? And then dance, I mean, it could just be like a little groove. It doesn't have to be a full-out dance. Ha ha ha, the world doesn't want me to sing. What would be weirder? Just to break out into random song, or to break out into random dance? I feel like with just a little bit of dance, it's not that weird. If it's like fully singing a song, maybe that's a little weird. That's kind of like choosing between if you like singing more or dancing more. Dance is weirder maybe? Yeah, that might be weird. I guess it's more common for people to like break out like singing along to the song rather than dancing. Yeah, you're right. Singing is like a musical, so be forced to sing along to any song you hear. Cool. Fly with a dragon. Swim with a mermaid. Ooh. Okay, if you swim with a mermaid, does that mean that you can also breathe underwater? Because if you're swimming with a mermaid and you can't breathe underwater, then that seems not fun. Fly with a dragon. That would be really cool. I think flying with a dragon would be cooler. What do you guys think? But if you swim with a mermaid, I think I saw both in Harry Potter. I think so too. They did both. But the mermaids were kind of scary. I think probably dragon. Fly with dragon. Ooh. Yeah. Have very buck teeth, have very crooked teeth. Okay. Well, Freddie Mercury had buck teeth, I guess you could say. And it helped his singing, because he had more room in his mouth. Have very crooked teeth, I mean, they're pretty much the same. I don't think either are really that bad, to be honest. I mean, buck teeth could be kind of cute, like bunny teeth. And crooked teeth, I mean, it's not that bad either. You could always get braces for crooked teeth. I guess buck teeth you can't really change. But, I guess, I don't know. Either one, I don't really see the difference. I'll just go with have crooked teeth. Oh, really? People said have buck teeth. Drive for at least 3 hours a day. Play chess for at least 3 hours a day. Ooh. I've never played chess before. But driving for 3 hours a day would be pretty cool. I'd say driving. That could be fun. You could listen to music, sing along with it, and drive and explore places. Okay, guys. Are you guys still with me? Let's do just 2 more questions, okay? Be short but buff. Be tall but skinny. Be short but buff. Be tall but skinny. Honestly, I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. How short? Let's say like 4'8". Okay, I'm just gonna say be short and but buff, because maybe that would make me really strong and good at breakdancing. Okay. Okay, one last question and then we're done, okay? Never need to sleep, never need to eat. Oh, never need to sleep, of course. Yeah, never need to sleep, 100%. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for today's Would You Rather. I hope you guys had fun with me. We answered a lot of questions. Geez, how many do you think we answered? I think maybe 50? Maybe 100? Maybe less than 100? What do you guys think? Over 80? Yeah, I think probably over 80. Oh, so fun! Thank you, Lynn! You guys really helped me make decisions today. There's a lot of things that go into making these decisions. You had fun? Thank you! I'm so happy you had fun. I had a lot of fun too. You guys helped me make the right choices, I think. It was really fun to like go through all the different scenarios and navigate to see which one would be better. Some of the questions were difficult for you guys, and for me too, but this was a really fun game. I got to know myself a little bit better. It got me to ask some questions that I would never think of, so if I'm ever put in these situations, I guess I'll have thought about it before. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better too. I definitely got to know you guys better. How old are you? I'm 18 years old, like I said before. Yes, it was a great opportunity to get to know you guys more too, and I'm glad that you guys got to know me better again. Do it again? Oh, maybe I'll do it again in the future, if you guys want me to. Well, I think we're probably gonna wrap up here. Thanks so much for watching my live. This is my second ever live, and I was a lot less nervous than yesterday, so I think we might be getting better at this. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys join my next lives. I will be streaming again on Wednesday, the 27th, at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST, and that's 11 a.m. JST, Thursday. So please join again. Next time is going to be super fun, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Okay, keep rocking. Catch ya!